wins for Jones. However, no knockouts since February of 2002. It's been 6 years, 9 months since Jones has knocked an opponent out. And that's because he hasn't been committing to his big punches.
Well, he landed the only real punch of this round so far, a counter right hand.
But he also gives up. Calzaghe lands inside.
Yeah.
And particularly to the body, Calzaghe is landing his stuff.
Well, to the elbows. I haven't seen too many clean shots, even downstairs, from Calzaghe, at least not to my eye.
Work out of it, work out of it. Break! Okay, break!
Calzaghe knows that Jones is quicker in the center of the ring, and down goes Calzaghe. Just as he was down in the first round against Hopkins, he's down in the first round against Jones. And Jones makes his point that he can hurt Calzaghe in flurries inside.
But he may not make it out of this one like he did with the Hopkins.
Right.
He's much more hurt.
He's seriously hurt. The other one's more of a flash knockdown.
Much more badly hurt than against Hopkins. And fighting rather than trying to get away. Calzaghe's going to take the chance that he can keep fighting with Jones after taking a big shot. And he goes forward, waiting in. But Jones is going to have a 10-8 round with which to begin the fight.
But this is not something that Jones likes to do, so he may end up, if he doesn't stop Calzaghe, getting in trouble himself.
An amazing turn of events in round one.
This guy open for it. Okay? Let's keep working your jab a little bit more. You'll be able to see a lot of stuff. He's flinching on you when you jab at him. Feint and go. Feint punch.
Here we see Roy Jones land a jab in the eye, which really obstructed the vision of Calzaghe. And then as Calzaghe was going down, he got hit with a punch that Jones just shot in anticipation of the way his head was going to be. Perfect punch.
Although it looked like he hit him with his wrist,
yeah,
his forearm.
But he didn't see it. You know what I mean? He didn't see the punch.
So there's blood on the bridge of Calzaghe's nose. He's already been down in round one. Jones has a confidence builder. And just as was the case against Hopkins, Calzaghe has to dig out of a hole. County box numbers in the first round: Calzaghe 13 out of 58, Jones 9 out of 34. You can expect to see Joe try to boost his punch output and go to a higher number.
Watch your feet, watch your feet. Okay, wait. Watch.
It's clear that Calzaghe still wants to be the aggressor.
But you know, Calzaghe has never lost a fight, and I think he's probably been down about 4 times in fights, which shows that he does have the ability to come back. And at this stage right now still, the fight is like, to me, a toss-up fight. It could go either way.
Down in the first round against Chris Eubank, won the fight. Down in the second round against Byron Mitchell, knocked Mitchell out in that round. Has shown the capacity to come back.
To understand how spectacular Roy was at his best, he's not nearly as fast now as he was, and yet he's outspeeding Joe Calzaghe, who I thought was the fastest light heavyweight around, at least this side of Chad Dawson.
Come on, let go, let go, let go.
But can he do it over the long stretch of the fight if Calzaghe can make it go round? And here's what will hurt Jones most if it keeps up. When he leans against the ropes and puts his hands up and lets Joe throw, Joe gets to pile up points.
Well, you know, Joe is still very much in this fight, because he's still, I don't know, Roy can go at this pace himself, because Joe's going to go at this pace all night. He may be a little sloppy sometimes in his defense, but Roy, as we said earlier, hasn't knocked out anybody in a long time. Scoring a knockdown is one thing, but a knockout is different.
This time Calzaghe slips the Jones right hand and lands a couple of little body shots inside. It's abundantly clear it's a different fight in the center of the ring than when they go to the ropes. And Calzaghe seems to have his legs under him now and a greater ability to withstand what Jones throws. Jones lands another right-hand shot that brings people out of their seats.
This point of the fight, I think Roy Jones is making Joe Calzaghe look like a washed-up Felix Trinidad. He seems to be countering well, picking off most of Calzaghe's shots. Although, of course, Jim, you're right. In the middle of the ring, it's more obvious, I think, Roy's advantages in clean punching.
Bring him up.
Blood trickling down Calzaghe's nose. Jones backing into the ropes and giving Calzaghe a chance to just throw away. Many of the punches blocked, but some of them landed on the ribcage.
But outside of that one good, beautiful, clean right hand that Roy landed, he didn't do too much more. And that round could have possibly still went to Calzaghe. I thought Joe outworked it. Roy's punch was just a very good flashy attention getting punch.
Try to stay on his right shoulder just a little bit more. Yeah, stay on his right shoulder a little bit more, okay? Don't square up too much. He can't hit you, but don't square up too much over there on his left hand, okay? Huh? Don't square up on his left hand. Stay on his right shoulder a little bit more. You're gonna be able to get your hook in.
His right side?
Yeah, stay on his right shoulder. Just line up on his right shoulder.
To my left?
Yeah. You'll be able to get your hook in. You're dropping that right hand quite a bit.
Joanna Larvin, Joe Calzaghe's girlfriend, one of the stars at 24/7, much to worry about early in the fight.
Let's go. Clear the corner.
How many times have you seen the fighter's wife or the fighter's girlfriend unconsciously put her hands in the praying position? And apropos of what you said, Emmanuel Stewart, in the second round by CompuBox numbers, Calzaghe landing 23 of 76 to Jones 8 of 34. However, Harold Letterman gave the round to Jones on his scorecard. That would put Calzaghe 3 points in the hole in a fight in which he hopes to dominate the second half of the fight. Good body shot by Calzaghe. Left hand upstairs by Calzaghe.
Over the last half round or so, Calzaghe is landing much cleaner to the body. And he gives judges every reason to score for him, Joe Calzaghe does.
Come on, work out of it.
Good body shot by Jones. Calzaghe unfazed. Goes at him with his hands held low.
You know, Roy's punches are much more flashy and much more powerful. But, you know, unless
he throws
really...
one punch at a time, and Calzaghe throws 6.
And that's what I'm saying, and I don't know if he's ever fought anybody like this. Calzaghe is not just, he's a big man. You know, it's very, very difficult to just take punches from a tall guy like that.
Calzaghe's showboating in the center of the ring.
You ever thought you'd see that with an opponent against Roy Jones?
Good right hand by Jones. Hard body shot before that by Calzaghe.
And this is what I expected Roy to do, boy. To just cover up, walk him down, and try to force Calzaghe to burn himself out by throwing so many punches while he's blocking him.
Calzaghe taking Jones's punches much better now. And landing when he fires back. Hacking Jones's guard out of the way with the right hand there.
I mean, Calzaghe is standing in front of Roy Jones with his hands down, showboating, and carrying the round.
Watch his shoulder.
I don't think either fighter has ever fought anyone with the speed that the opponent has tonight.
It's abundantly clear, at least with body language, Calzaghe is trying to portray to the audience and to the judges that he has weathered the storm, that he understands what's up with Jones now, that he's not fazed by what happened in round 1, and that he can swamp Jones with punch count from here. He has dominated round 3.
We got to land some big shots behind that shit. Okay? Yep. All right. Make him pay. Make him pay. He's staying under the gun. Now you're going to be able to hit him with some stuff. All right.
Don't give him no breathing space. All right? Okay, Joe? All right? Yeah. You're bucking that good? Feeling good, mate? Feeling good? My mouth. Have a good round, Joe.
Here we can see both guys doing pretty much what I expected. Calzaghe throwing a lot of punches, showboating, dropping his hands. And I think it's really not that they're showboating. This is just part of each one of these fighter styles.
And that was exactly the kind of round Calzaghe wants to fight. CompuBox numbers in the round. Calzaghe landing 35 of 107 punches thrown. Jones 16 of 42. Calzaghe 28 out of 85 power shots. Harold, how do you have it through 3?
Okay, Jim. 2 rounds to 1, 29, 27, Roy Jones. You know, you got to give him an extra point for that first round. The second round, I thought Joe still was a little bit stunned, and Roy hurt him. But the third round, oh my God, Joe Calzaghe put on a performance. I mean, the guy is so good. Just incredible third round. Anyway, 2-1, Roy Jones.
Jim, I think you nailed it when you said Calzaghe's showboating. He has to dig himself out of a hole on the cards, yes, but also psychologically, he's demonstrating that he is not showing ill effects of the punch and that he is, in fact, the guy in charge.
Well, actually, Roy's never had anyone do this to him. He's actually making Roy miss. He's intimidating Roy. He's hitting Roy with punches. And to me, outside of the first round, he's won, even though you may not have given it to him. I thought he's won all of the other rounds because he's just outworking Roy.
I think it's possible that some judges could have given him the second round, and right now his hand speed is accelerating and Jones is slowing down. Now Jones may be looking for a way to pick a spot.
And Roy is having a problem of trying to time Joe's hand. Joe's hand speed is bothering Roy now.
And keep in mind, too, Joe was not knocked down by a punch. He was knocked down by a forearm or a wrist. No part of the glove actually hit him in the face.
And his corner has done a pretty good job so far of stanching the bleeding along the right side of his nose. So things are going well for Calzaghe again as we go into the fourth round. But again, he's digging himself out of a hole, having fallen behind in the first and maybe the second rounds. And you never know when Jones may lay another trap for him. Question is, has Calzaghe now tasted Jones's power to such an extent that he won't be shocked if he gets hit again with something he doesn't see?
I believe that's because look at the history of Calzaghe. He's always been that way. He would get hurt early and always come back. But I just think that his speed